we can see the map, so I guess the stream is now live. So this is a fairly simple mission. I just flew with my wingman. At least it looked simple from the get-go. We're taking off from Bagram with CF-188 Hornets from Canada. It's the Canadian F-18. And we went in the valley here where an A-10 was able to shoot some enemy vehicles. There's a fuel truck that it caught fire, and it fired at an SA-9, and so it pretty much cleared the SAM and those types of defenses from the area. But now there's like friendly troops that are going to be under fire, and they need our help, so they're gonna get some smoke on some targets for us. So since my wingman won't be with me flying it for this go around, I'll just do the part that I did earlier, where I'm going to be going after the targets that have the green smoke, which are two groups of trucks in this area here. There's a group of truck there, another group of truck there, and then you can see there are other things around, so I'll see if I can touch some of those targets as well. And the interesting thing about the mission is my wingman was flying up high with his targeting pod, trying to get GPS guided bombs and laser guided bombs on the targets that he had, which are the ones you'll see lit with red smoke. But I was going fairly low in the valley with Mark 83s and rockets, and I ended up like shooting most of my targets before his first bomb even dropped, because he couldn't see the buildings very well with the smoke on them. And so what I found out is maybe like in the future when I build missions like that, maybe it's going to be better if we just go with unguided munitions, just drop them on the marked targets and then come back. I have another mission, and we'll see if later I'll have time to show what it looks like, but which was like with F-16s that we did, which was closer to the border area near Pakistan here. If I can put it on the map there, we'll see this is the border with Pakistan, and I think the mission was in this sector here. And for that one, using the targeting pod was pretty helpful, because we were looking for targets along the road there. But for this particular mission here, I wonder if my method with the dumb bombs and rocket pods is the best method to actually work there. So let's go have a little bit of fun flying a Hornet in a valley in eastern Afghanistan. So this is the little picture that I put for it. So you can see that the valley is pretty deep, and we've got some red smokes there on the photo. And so, yeah, that's what it's going to look like in that area. See the loading screen with the F-16. I've been flying a lot of the F-16 as well in the eastern Afghanistan map. In my last stream I was flying the ones from Denmark, I believe, and I've also flown some missions, just get the right plane here, with some American F-16s from the Wolfpack, and so I've got different missions that I've worked on. Probably I'll make a few streams out of those because they're kind of fun. Alright, so that looks like it's loaded up pretty good. So this is going to be my Hornet for this mission. As you can see, we're at Bagram. A lot of the missions I've made are from here, because this is where most of the operations were during the long time that most coalition forces were in Afghanistan. So we can see that there's a fire truck in front of us going by. We've got our little guy here with some munitions and his fire extinguisher. The maps are nicely populated. Look at those barrels and these cargo things. Those are there by default. I didn't put those there. And I think there's a friendly Huey flying by in front of us there. Maybe taking some troops on a special force mission of some sorts. In any case, we're going to be flying the Hornet. So let me just set up my cockpit the way I usually do. So I'm going to start these, even though I probably won't use them. And then we're going to put our data link. Set all these good things ready to go. For the rockets, I like to shoot them in salvo, and this I like to go CCIP, nose tail, and then we can get the formation lights and position lights in their proper positions. Turn everything on, we can see the flashes, that's good. Helmet mounted sight is on, and since we're starting in a parking, we have to arm the ejection seat. Everything looks good. Let's get the flaps. Yeah, I was going to say before it gives me the warning. It gave me the warning. So there we go. So I put my plane pretty close to the takeoff position. Since we're doing some close air support, I wanted to get things going pretty quickly. So we'll get into the action fast with this one. On the map you could see that the targets were just west of Bagram. And I think to my IP there's about 17 miles, and then after that there's 10 miles to target. So we're within about 30 miles of where we're going. So now we're going full throttle, afterburner. Let's get this show on the road. And as I said, we've got the rocket pods and Mark 83 bombs. Gears going up, flaps going up. Figured I'd make sure I was safely airborne before I showed the outside view of my loadout. As you can see, I got lots of rockets, lots of bombs, and a fuel tank in the center. I also have a targeting pod, but I probably won't use it. You see there's a nice little line in the sky. That's our E3. I guess if I want to hear what he has to say, I can put myself on channel 2. I could ask for a bogey dope, but I already know the answer. We pretty much have air dominance. So he's going to say clean. Thank you. If we look on the map, we'll probably see there's the A-10 there. We could have a look. That's our Huey that flew by earlier. That's the A-10 coming back from his mission. He's probably lining up to land over there in the distance. And that's us climbing. Burning lots of gas. I guess at 17,000 I should be good here. And so we can see there's a valley down here, and eventually we'll probably spot some smoke where the A-10 has done a little bit of damage. Trying to see where that might be. Maybe we're not close enough yet. But yeah, these mountains are kind of gorgeous. Look at that detail. That's nice. I can see now in the distance over there, you can see there's a fire here. There's something smoking there. That's probably like the SA-9 that was destroyed by the A-10. So our targets are going to be in that area. And as you can see, it's right into the valley there. So what I'll do now is I'll switch waypoints. I'm going to go in air-to-ground mode. I won't need the radar, so I'll go back to the HSI. I now have my line for my Mark 83s. As I get closer to the target, the friendlies on the ground are probably going to start signaling me. Just going to show you here, we have some friendlies in that area, I think. Looks like they've disappeared. I don't know if it's because they're invisible or did I hit something that made them disappear? No, they're there. Canadian troops, we're marking our position with blue smoke. Okay. There they are. Blue smoke, red smoke, green smoke. My targets are the green smokes, so there's one over there close to that big fire, and there's another one over there. So I think I'm better lined up with the one that's up here. You can see the line of vehicles there. This one is hidden with the red smoke, so I think I'll start with these targets there. Oh, and there's a AAA truck, which is the orange smoke here. So I think I'm going to target that first and see then if I can line up with the other trucks, but I'll hit that one first. So I'm going to dive in on his position. Try to get some speed going in. Checking if my pedals are centered. Bombs away. Bombs away. Let's see what we did. I think we got the AAA, and it looks like we may have some hits in this area close to the smoke there. And I think there's smoke there. But we definitely got that one. That's good. I'm going to turn to the other side because the red smoke was hiding my green trucks there close to the river. So now you see we've slowed down quite a bit, so I'm going to give it some afterburner as we climb. And we could probably drop our center line at this point. Whoops. There we go. Tank jettisoned. We're going to be a little bit lighter. So we've dropped 2 bombs and we've got 2 left. I'm going to drop them close to that river between the one that's burning already and the green smoke. I think that's where most of them are. So let's dive for it. I'm going to try to get a visual on some vehicles. Yeah, they're pretty much across the road there. So bombs away, bombs away. Let's see what that does. So those got some good hits, I guess, right? There are a few damaged and one's running away there. But we did quite a bit of damage there. We still have rockets, so we'll switch to that. And I think I left my lights on, right? So I should probably turn the lights off when I'm flying over enemy territory. You don't want those guys in Toyotas to shoot their guns at you, right? I think I saw some secondary explosions close to the river on those trucks. I'm gonna try to see that original column there if there's anything left that I can spot. I think those dots there could be some vehicles. Yeah, one of them is smoking. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna line up those two and give them some rockets. And there's another one that's not lined up, but I'll go for those two trucks first. Choo 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 choo. And then we gotta be careful not to hit the mountains because it is a valley. Oh, and you see there were some tracers there, so there are some guys in Toyotas shooting at me. You can see that we've spent some of our rockets, but we still have quite a few. The green smokes are now gone. So that means we're 5 minutes in this attack. Okay, I see one of the trucks that I couldn't get the first time. From that top part, I think that's it, and I think I see two Toyotas there. And there's some more closer to the river. We'll just drop some countermeasures in case, but they're shooting their guns. So we'll do another pass to empty the rocket pods. I see tracers. I don't know what they're shooting at. And we're out of rockets. So I don't think there's much left here. We'll check. Of course there's the red targets, but those are meant for the other plane. So if we look up here, there's one of the Dishkas that's still alive. One of the trucks made it in the forest, but it's not very strong. And this is like where the red smokes were, so that's for the other F-18. So I guess we're good to go back home, so we'll switch to waypoint 3. Still have quite a bit of fuel. So on our way back we can enjoy some sightseeing maybe. I don't know if it looks as good for you as it does for me, but this area is nicely detailed. You look up close like this to the mountains, you see those rocky textures there. Those who don't like roller coaster rides, close your eyes now. Valleys make for some pretty interesting flying. And we're back in the open area near Bagram. We can see the airfield is here. There's a little bit of low cloud cover. Because the airfield's at 5,000 feet, if you set the clouds at 6,000-7,000 feet, well, they're pretty low to the ground. Looks like these are maybe at 7,000, I don't know. Alright, so let's turn in for the airfield. Try to line up with the runway. Forgot to put the right frequency in, so let's put it on this one here. 120,100.
Chevy 1 inbound.
Gear coming down, flaps going to full. Gonna keep my air brake out for a little while.
Passing waypoint 1 at 30,000. Chevy 1, request landing.
Let's get our feet on the pedals. Usually try to keep my feet off the pedals when I'm doing bombing runs, because sometimes you'll have the nose a little bit crooked and the bombs are going to come off the wrong way. And this is a fly-by-wire plane, so it more or less flies straight by itself. Oh, there's the A-10. I guess he's coming back from his mission as I'm touching down from mine. Got our friendly Hercules there. So that's a KC-135 over there, a refueler. So we'll get the air brake back in. Remove the flaps. And we'll get on the taxiway and go park this thing. So we'll taxi you back to where we started off. And I just had like this idea that I have this F-16 mission that I made with some of the cool Danish skins that I had downloaded the other day. And I think we're starting from that same area more or less. So maybe I could go do that mission with the F-16 that has like a depiction of Thor on the back. That could look pretty cool. Sometimes I wonder, should I just do it as a bonus for this stream, or should I start another one just for that? Might have time to do that. So what we'll do for now is we'll go park the Hornet here. And then we'll maybe load another one. Maybe as I taxi, I could check, are there many current viewers? Not many. So maybe that would be a good time to switch. So I'm gonna go park right back where I was at the beginning. We're going to conclude this flight, but we're going to go start a new stream with an F-16 from Denmark. How's that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? So at this point, I usually like to call the ground crew, ask them to put on the wheel chocks. Could have turned my lights back on for the landing. I forgot to do that. But yeah, so we made it back, and if we look at the target area, let's find one of those vehicles here. This guy, he's smoking, but there's quite a few others, like this red one here is destroyed. Another one there. This, I think it's a UAZ, is smoking. I think there was a AAA near here. Yeah, there it is. That one's gone. These trucks are gone. So this whole area has been cleared, and this is the area that I cleared with my two Mark 83s. Not much left there. So that's a good clearing up, and whoever's still left in that truck is going to be able to tell his friends, hey, let's not mess with those Canadians. So hopefully you enjoyed the little flight. Cooling it out. But I'll be back shortly with maybe an F-16 flight. There we go. Canopy open. We're out of here. I just noticed there were a few things in the chat. Yes, it is an F-18. It's the Canadian version, so they call it the CF-88. 188, I should say. Most people say CF-18, but the military designation is CF-188. But it's a Hornet, yes. So this flight was with, let's see if I go back to this here. This is the Canadian Hornet. And I'm probably going to come back for another stream in about 5 minutes with some F-16s. So stay tuned if you'd like to see that.